What's up, Panda Gang? Welcome back to a Random Earth, Random Start Location. All random. We're playing as Shaka. Started off in California, conquered all of North America. Last episode, we just finished off the Mali, who were the strongest opposition here in North America, but they're now finished Maori of the Nubians, also under our control. Finally at war with nobody. So we can take some time, think about where we want to go next. One thing on the military front is these MP warriors, they're all in cores, right? But we've just unlocked a few turns ago the ability to turn these into armies, but we'll need fresh troops to do so. So making fresh MP is something good for any city to work on. Let me count how many dudes I have right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to the north 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, Dia seems to have converted to the dark side here. Ethiopia definitely going to take this city up next. Anyways, that was about 6, and then to the south, did I have any more? 1, 2, and a couple more guys, maybe 9. So we got plenty of MPs to build. This episode, though, will be about figuring out where to from here. An obvious desire is to find out what's going on more in the seas. Let me purchase a second caravel. That'll even give me an inspiration. Wonderful. I've got my other dude all the way out towards what looks to be Japan, just automated exploring this guy. And if you just look at the mini-map here, let me go, is this it? Full screen map. We've discovered more tiles in the last, 4 turns with this guy than we've known this whole time just in North America. I don't know a single city-state. Let me click. Yeah, there's not even a city-state button here, dude. I got 10 envoys to send. And when I started this game, there was 24, apparently, according to my parameters of starting off the game. So, we ought to find a bunch. Back in Nobamba, we just finished that armory, and I think this is a great city to focus on a bit of MP creation. So let's make the regular guy. They're going to come out every 2 turns. And let me go 2, let's say 4 MP units. We've also got a governor title. I've only gone hardcore into Pingala here. And then other than that, I've just been spreading them around for added loyalty pressure. Right now, Pingala is actually neutralized too. Not sure who would do that to me. Let me look real quick at the loyalty situation. If I click there, zoom out, looks like we're all up across the empire. Even Beja here, rising at 0.6 per turn, is still rising. The only falling is up in the Ethiopian lands of Alaska in Desi. I'm happy enough to keep the lines where they lie, though, because these are quite strong defenses. It'd be very hard for them to mount some kind of counterattack and take back these lands from me. New governments, though. We don't need raid anymore. We're not at war with anyone. That opens up a super valuable wildcard policy. It seems to me that Grand Armée would do us quite well here. Over in Nobamba. Just the city is building MP right now, and that's 37 production, so another 15 production from that card. And I can see Alundi doing the same too once it's done that coal power plant and powers up all these cities, giving them tons of production. Now, evidently with the civics, I've not picked the next one. We just got nationalism, like I mentioned. I'm not too sure where to go next, but I'd like to unlock the Bolshoi Theater, perhaps get some wonders in these turns off before we go to war with more people, potentially down to the south in Australia. So we've just had a granary completed in Kinshasa. My plan for these northern cities is just to be science bases like Mumbai and Kabasa here, art museum. Get myself lots of culture. Same thing over here in Mabanza Wimbo. The production sucks. Okay, this is pretty much just a spot where I can get myself some rare resources, these luxury resources. But if I can eventually get a campus here in 60 turns and then buy out some buildings, it might give me a clutch 100 science I need to finish off a space race or something. Down in the south, the more productive lands, we've got a factory in Tadmeka. We can go coal power plant next. The city's now up to 40 production, and that factory production will spread all over the lands here, helping out all these guys make the things just a little bit quicker. What's this? A couple Casas Belli earned. I can go to Pedro or Zhao. Oh, what's this, Peter? Chill out, Peter. I just met the Russians, and they are quite upset with me. I might have conquered 1 or 2 dudes, no big deal. People don't usually forget things, though, is what I have learned, at least not in Civ. I've got that new caravel now, too. This guy will also automate their exploration. Let me even grab 1/3 final dude to do the same stuff. It's only 500 gold, not too bad. I've raided out quite a few places and have the money. What's this? Moreau needs things to build, eh? Okay, we got granary, easy repairs. Now, whenever I conquer a city, there's usually lots of things to do, right? So I'm going to repair these 2. And they've got a lot of buildings that weren't built because I'm just more ahead on science. I'm going to get myself a market for the trade route and then go into the university and finally into the art museum. Now I don't have to look back at the city for a very, very long time. And it's just going to give me great yields. And what is this Coupe denouncing me? Now, I'm actually pretty scared of Coupe. So he's got 89 science per turn, and I bet he's got a decent navy on him. If he tried to pull up on my lands, what's this, meteor shower? Where did that happen? Okay, maybe we can get ourselves a free heavy knight. Anyways, Coupe will come and raise your cities to the ground. At least I do have walls, thank goodness. And Nobamba made itself a first MP warrior, just the singular dude. And send this guy down to Tadmeka, where the rest of my MP are currently on the way to amass for whatever war may come in the south. Now I have a trader. I was thinking, where do I send this guy? There's not really any good traders around here, but I'm thinking let's get a, just make the route itself all the way to Harar. That's why I've got a trading post on the sea over here, and I can potentially get around the Pacific to someplace here in the Japanese lands. I believe this would be Japan. Opening myself up for some better traders, which I do be lacking right now. Right now everyone doesn't like me and does not wish to be trading. Campus completed my Banzo Weibo. Now I could get a granary to grow more, but honestly man, library just might be the way to go with you. Kawa, similar situation to Miro. We just finished up the theater square. We're gonna repair the amphitheater. We're gonna repair the market. And probably ignore the Akanda for now. But getting a granary, that sounds like a really good idea. City's still trying to grow despite the housing being a problem. Now, if we had some builders over here to deal with this, fix up these farms, we could also get the housing back up. Speaking of, I'm going to send a couple builders down here. Deal with this situation, fellas. Come on. Now, with such a big lands, too, I could use some better infrastructure. Let me take a look in the tech tree real quick. Maybe I should go just take a quick detour off what I'm doing here. And quick detour over to steam power, get myself the railroad. That's going to take just 9 turns. Right now I'm waiting on a scientific theory. Grasslands or plains next to a campus with the university. I feel like Oxford University is a little bit too good to pass up 1 turn to get. So let's get steam power right after that. And there we are. We've now got the smoke billowing. Who is that? Lundy must have completed this. Well done, fellas. City's now up to 68 production. That's crazy. Nobamba, 40 itself. Nodwengu, the classically roughest of the 3 starting cities with 19.7 production. With that power plant complete, though, we can build some other things here. Let me get a couple of these MPs queued up. They take 1 turn each. We're going to be printing these guys. I want my whole army to be armies, not just cores. ASAP. Now with the Industrial Revolution, it's not just the starting cities getting on this. We've got Mbanza and Mbada working on this as well. Got a factory up here in the north that's going to serve all these cities around here, bumping up their production big time so they can build useful things like Mabuila here. All it has is an entertainment complex and an aqueduct. Utterly useless, buddy. We need you to grow a little bit bigger. What can I swap to help you? I don't see any big food tiles. These are all too close to Quila. No! 11 turns for growth. You know what? We can hold out. We will make it. And I guess in the meantime, get yourself a trader. It also takes 11 turns. Beautiful time. And Guarda, down the holy site. You do it. See, I was going to go with holy site and then the shrine repair, but let me just get the ancient walls just in case Zhao gets some ideas. He is purely ranged units. There is 1 man-at-arms here. Very ranged units heavy, though, which I don't really like because head-to-head, my MP can fight and destroy anybody. Just anybody. But if there's a whole ton of crossbowmen, well, then they just get shredded. It's hard to not get destroyed. And like I was mentioning, MP's coming out all over the place. Just got 1 down in Alundi. And we got another in Nobamba. Another dude coming down the sides. No one in Tadmeka yet, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my MP are just about there. But we want to get all the dudes. And then we might just go ahead and rush Canberra. So my spy's finally done his mission here in Maastricht. He's going to now try and siphon funds like a master. 75% chance of completion. And that's a full caravel he's going to get if he is successful. Speaking of the caravels, I'm not sure where these guys have gone. There's 1 dude to the south. I told him to specifically go there. The other dude is just in the middle of the seas I've already explored. And where is the final... Oh, another guy's up in some other seas I've already explored. Come on, guys. Where are you going? Oh, I guess this guy was actually quite opportunistic. Get myself a free settler. Smart. And get back on the automation, bud. Down in the south, you can automate, explore as well. I believe this is Mali land. So if sorry, Maori, not Mali. Already destroyed the Mali, but the Maori might be next. They're quite strong on those. These opera and ballet complete the Bolshoi Theater. Now, that Oxford University did not exist, but the Bolshoi does in fact exist. It needs to be in a theater square and needs to be on the flat lands. Who has something like that? I swear someplace like Niani. Would you have a theater square? No. Tadmeka, do you have a theater square? Oh, you do, and you have flat land. There's also the Reverie opportunity here. Okay, I've got some ideas, fellas. Let's go ahead and queue up the Bolshoi Theater next, but we gotta wait 3 turns on this coal power plant. As for the next civic, let me get Mercantilism. I love logistics here, especially when I got this huge lands. +1 movement if you start in your own territory. And dude, my guys are coming in from all over the world, down to the southern border, because we like it down south. And what's modern day Mexico might have something for us. What is this? Special Session of Congress. I've captured Kawa. I believe that was the last Mali city. All I can do is spend the one thumbs down on it. We'll see just how things go. The world might decide for me who I'm going to war with next. Oh, thank goodness it failed. Who wanted to vote for this and who voted against it? I'm curious. Curtin, Laurier. Okay, never mind. It failed, but they are at war with me. Curtin, Laurier, they're both for this. Coupe and Zhao, they were not. Hey, that's interesting enough. But that means I need to have walls ready. And Beja, we're 4 turns away. We are indeed at war with Laurier, Peter, and Menelik, the Ethiopians. Okay, well, not too worried about the Ethiopians. So let me retreat my dudes except for maybe put 1 on the campus. It would be a shame if these things got pillaged. Up in the north, Canada, man. Dang, how would you turn against me like this? This is just awful stuff. They have won the Darwin Award, though, and I'm going full on at the Canadians, man. I'm not yet ready to take out these Aussies in Mexico. They're just a little bit too strong. Their walls are too tall. Up north, though, in Canada, that is not the case. Everybody, Kawa, you need to stop this and get ancient walls ASAP, buddy, ASAP. Screw the market. Screw the granary. This is what this emergency comes down to. Now, I know it didn't quite... Wait, it did go through. I swear it said it didn't in the special Congress. It says it's failed, but we all know that is not true. Hey, on the bright side, man, we're going to get our first army. Let's go. +2 aero squad. Look at these dudes with their gats. Nah, dude. We don't have M16s. We just got spears. 67 melee strength now. I like the looks of that. It would be nice to get a sweet great general. Let's take a look at the great people, though. I feel like they'd be too far ahead of our time. Atomic and modern era land units. That's what we're fighting over these days. Okay, this makes sense. Okay, a new trade route because Ethiopia hates me. Cologne, 12 gold. Oh, that's better than Berlin. Let's do this. St. Petersburg. Oh, see. Okay, so there is a Brazil. And I was like, oh, then Brazil must be right here. But the Russians are in South America. This makes a lot of sense now. And looking at Kawa, it is very undefended. No one's come after it, though. It's been a turn. I don't see any knights or anything from the Canadians. That is what I would expect. I did see them have some knights in their army before. That's kind of perfect for me long term, though. With the Impy Corps, you know, how those guys deal with the horses. Beijia taking some shots, though. Australian galley somehow found its way all the way over here. Looks like it's not going to do that well, though. What is this? More aggression from the Australians? These guys don't understand that this is not a fight they can win. Bye-bye. Oh, buddy, a Russian Cossack has arrived in Beja. Thank goodness. We got the ancient walls coming up in 1 turn. And then we got the Impy Corps here to go and do some smacking. I see they've also got field cannons, though. These guys actually mean business. Maybe I should divert 1 more Impy at least to deal with this situation. The Canadians are in trouble, though. I have finally arrived at their lands. Maybe we first go for Iken. It's just sitting right here, looking like an easy meal. I got dudes from all directions coming in. I got this knight from, there was some kind of meteor strike up here in the north. A couple of these siege towers at once, and a bunch of fresh Impy coming in ready for battle. Second army forming up here. Having some kind of trend. I like that. University complete in Napata. Bank or spy? Bank or spy? I feel like bank. The spy's gonna take a bit too long, my man. And a new trade route. What is this? We have a city in the sea. You know, better than from Kuruwakazuka. Let's go from Nodwangu instead. Oh no, Wilhelmina also upset. But you see how everyone tries to fight me, and why are you mad at me, bruh? World Congress. Nothing too interesting here. I don't have any votes in this, so don't really care. Yep, that's all very good. Submit. X. And let's see what comes of it. Oh, an eruption. The gods were unsatisfied with whatever happened there. And that was right next to my lands. Right next to my lands, indeed. Okay, we need to improve some of these things. But all in all, a bonus in yields is nothing to be upset about. First things first, though. These Russians have really stormed my shores here. My 1 Zulu Corps is super low. He's got to run away. The other Zulu Corps, you can fight 1 time. Get this Cossack's health down a bit. Get him down super low. That mobile troop's going to be a pain if it runs around my back line. Guarda's got the walls in 13 turns, but that is pretty far away. Beja, we get you a granary next. There's not much else you can build. I don't want to get distracted, though. Eyes on the prize. Pull into the city of Iken. Start firing down on the city. We can pillage this out. Knight doesn't do so well against the city. It's got too much combat strength. I do have a new Zulu, though. They can go up next to the other Impy. And soon we will have more armies. And down on the south, the Australians seem to be chill. I like that. Be cool, man. Nodawengu, yeah, let's go ahead and make that trade. We got a couple options, 12 gold or 6 gold. Actually the 12 gold is closer to other cities, so let's go ahead and do that. Art Museum complete in Kabasa. What else can you even make, man? I guess a trader? Yeah, some of these northern cities are pretty rough when it comes to actually doing stuff. I've made so many impies back in my homelands that I figure it's fine enough to get off that train now. Go actually build some spies. They will fight my knight though. And aggressing in many places. The MP Corps in Mpinda seems to be doing just fine. Chilling out here on the campus. Hey, Glorious Age though, that's wonderful. Steam power, let's go. Railroads, dude, that's gonna be crazy. And logistics, let's switch out these slots right now. Logistics is coming in instead of Grand Armée. Beautiful. Let me keep this MP Corps right where he is. If they want to fight me and die, be my guest, man. Fight and die. We're done making impies though. We have plenty of these dudes. We might actually need more to get enough armies, but let's instead build out military engineers. We'll get 1 in this city of Nobamba. You know what? Let's make it 2. And Alundi, you're currently getting a spy. Let's queue you up one of these bad boys as well. I want tons of these guys making tons of railroads all over the place so my guys can get around. I got that logistics now, which is helpful, but it's still not perfect. This MP, okay, 1 and 2. See, what's nice about the knight, it's got 4 move speed, so I can pillage 1 time, back away, and then there's room for dudes to come in and fight some more. This is literally a base MP here, strong enough to do damage to the city. That's beautiful to see, but I think what I need this guy to do more is to actually army up. You know what? That's not true. I need 1 dude, a base MP, to actually capture the city, because that fellow will be given the honor of becoming an army for absolutely free. Don't even have to give any dudes to become that army, which is a very cool mechanic you get with Embuto. If you capture the city, you will get all the way upgraded to core army, whatever you're qualified for. Anyways, on the east, it's looking a little bit rough. Guarda here, it's got the ancient walls, but it's only got it's got 9 turns of the ancient walls. It doesn't even have those guys yet. And this Russian Cossack seems to have promoted, which is not good, as my MP Corps there is very low and in a lot of distress. Okay, what about Enine for some backup? Enine and backup, let's make an army here real quick. There we go. Combined arms boost. We'll have that MP army over to the east in just 2 turns. It looks to me though everyone else is sort of doing their own thing, not making it over there. Let's make another army. Wait, we can't make it. This already is an army. We're looking good. We're looking good. Anyways, we should revisit this golden age that we've achieved. It's only us and the Brazilians. They're now in heroic, despite, look at the Brazilians. 0 combat strength, 10 science, 8 culture. It's just pitiful stuff, my man. Let me grab Heartbeat of Steam. I like this campus district adjacency bonuses. Give you production bonus as well and better wonders. Some of these campuses are just ridiculous down here in the Rocky Mountains, so those cities get super buffed up. It's definitely something that I've been paying attention to all game. Look at natural philosophy. That's giving me plus 32, so that's 32 more production I just got out of that golden age. Thank you so much. Mumbai, and this is a great example, an 8 production, 8 science campus here, and so these guys are going to get to just blaze through the different things I want them to build, like a monument you definitely need, a library, and then finally granary. And what's next? We got the railroad. We can build out a ton of those guys. I figure we keep moving forward towards chemistry. Nothing else seems to me like, oh, I've got to divert for that. Mercantilism complete, and I got exactly what I was looking for, that logistics +1 movement to all my guys in friendly territory, which is a lot of guys that need to be moving around. The logistics are a bit too crazy for us. Anyways, Ekin should go down this turn, and you'll see this regular MP become an absolute beast of an army. Yeah, this looks good to me. 1 fight and a second, and boom! A man's army right off the... Wait, what? He's only a core? He's only a core. What is going on? I guess it was only 1, but you know what? Even just being a core, that is pretty damn good, man. Definitely gonna keep this city. It's gonna give me some better loyalty around here. Let's make a couple more armies. We're looking good. Kawa's under attack, though. I'm not that surprised. That is what this military emergency was for, was to take Kawa. But we are here, and we are going to stop them. I got a couple newly created MP armies. These dudes can cruise towards the east, deal with this field cannon situation, and then get on into the Quebec lands, see what the Canadians have to say. And straggling on the back, we got some more army formers, which is perfect. Now, governors, we do have someone that we can promote. Let's go. Do we want more tourism? Do we want space? I don't really need either of those things. Let's just get you assigned to somewhere good, man. Alundi seems to be the place for you. What other governor things do we need, though, really? I mean, Reina might be decent for someplace with a big harbor, which we don't really have. Liang, not too bad if we were Near the sea, I really cared about tourism. Maybe I just give Magnus some things here. Surplus logistics. Then industrialist, finish off with vertical integration. That seems like a good use of some governor titles, doesn't it? Anyways, we got exploration. It asked me if I wanted a new government, which obviously I don't want, man. I don't need that in my life. Let's just clean up a lot of these old ones, though. 1, 2, 3. That should be good enough. What I want to change in the government policy is to get raid right back. Where is that card? There it is. We're going to swap out raid for this loyalty one. We might regret that in a couple turns, but we'll be able to put it back in just one after Reformed Church. I'll have to see if someone says, hey, my loyalty's been a bit of an issue. Lardo, nice to meet you, sir. Oh, you're all the way over here in the Japan lands. Good job, Caravel. You finally discovered Japan. Only took you way longer than it should have. Sometimes the automated exploring is not that great, but at least you don't have to worry about it, and it deals with itself. Okay, seems to be pretty spread out damage. This MP core is not taking anything, though. It's doing just fine against the Ethiopians. Don't got to worry about that whatsoever. What I'm worried about, though, is Gyarda here. Luckily, we have an MP army in the area, which just smokes that dude. Wonderful sight to see. And then a Russian field cannon in a lake, and we can't actually get after it. Huh, that is funny enough. I guess I'll just surround the guy and see what he does. I've now got tons of armies here. Only one single core I see. Maybe 2 cores. Okay, good to know. City of Eken doing decent on the loyalty. Let's see if we can move this guy out of here. Give him a promote. I'm going to go with, let's go Thrust. I feel like the Canadians will have some horses. What is this? Jari Myravan, the 7th of the Khmer. Good to meet you, buddy. I wonder if he'll tell me where he lives. I think here in the north, the northern Japanese. Okay, I'm meeting a lot of people here. I like this. Just gonna get a few more, and I'm already in a golden age, and now I'm just meeting people of the world. This is fantastic. Oh, but as I meet people of the world, the Mapuche does not seem to like me. The Mapuche don't like me, so maybe it's not all for the best. The amount of grievances people have seen me do to other people is quite high. I haven't met anyone with higher science than me just yet, except for Russia. This guy is a beast, and out here on the southern continent, it looks like. So definitely a target for further expansion and a head-to-head battle of the greats. He's coming at me hard, man. He's got full-on infantry now. Whoa, relax, buddy. Very technologically advanced, this guy. I will finish off his field cannon, though. It's wonderful. 2 strikes, and he's out. MP core. Lost a lot of health in that exchange, but they can just fortify in our lands. While I send some more reinforcements there to Beja. We'll even make this guy an army. Perfect. This way, when the Russian infantry pulls up, they're at least a little bit scared. It's time to move on to the rest of Canada, though. Key is just moving the siege tower further and further forward every turn, as far as you can get. Dang it, it's just in time that I built all those MPs, because like now all we got is pike and shots. I must have just researched this right there, metal casting last turn. So good thing I got those dudes out to get as many armies as we can. I don't know how much better the pike and shots are than my MP, but I like my dudes how I like my dudes. Okay, fair enough. Cree and a bunch of people. I also met Indonesia just now. This is great. They are both weak. Peter, though, dang, 254 science. That's pretty strong. Oh no, a massive drought here in all my farmlands. Cities were already not that great as they were on the food. Like, look over here. The production is good. A 7 production tile with nothing else. Yeah, don't gotta worry about the production. Claim great person would have got a great merchant. This is gonna give me some sweet luxury resource. Thank you so much for the toys, my man. I love toys. My new spy, though, from Alundi, and I think Alundi is where I'm going to put those toys. Let me get the spy in St. Petersburg. Now that I've met this place, I know that that is where the best spying is going to be done. Oh, so I can only use this in a place with a commercial hub. Let's do 1 toys here in Neani, because big cities, yeah, amenities are always going to be a problem. Let's go and slap that in here. Activate the effect. I think there's 1 more toy. No, maybe it's just a one-time thing. Good enough, though. Beja. Okay, looks like the infantry still haven't come in. Minus 16 only shooting out into the sea. Rain strikes are not doing too much to these guys, evidently. Kawa done the ancient walls. Sweet. Let's finish off that market, my man. Get a new trader out soon. That's great. And it looks to me that taking out this encampment is going to be pretty easy. All right, Halifax. Just ripe for the taken, my man. Ripe for the taken. 13 pop, too. So your loyalty there is going to be looking real good. I do see Winnipeg, too. They've got the walls. That's going to be striking down at my dudes as they run, but 1 set of walls isn't going to be too much damage, will it? Especially when I got more guys coming up the back, which just happened to also be armies. Let's go. Dang, things have gone crazy up north, though. The Ethiopians now all up in the sea. They might actually come over here and do bad stuff to me. Do I have any caravels nearby? Any caravels to speak of? Okay, this caravel is 7 turns away. Maybe let's send him home and have him protect down here. I see that we've got crossbowmen, pike and shots, man-at-arms in the water. There is one impy army that's about to get formed in the middle of this dust storm. Maybe we send them west. We'll see how our dudes hold up. But I see the military engineers coming out quick. I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We're going to end the episode there. We fully found our match here in the Russians. This dude's got way more culture, way more science than us. And he lives right next door. I didn't realize he was so close. But he joined this military emergency, tried to take out Beja. It's going okay.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.